Get yourself in a comfortable position and let's chat. In this one, I wanted to share my self love and kind of self discovery journey. So we have to go back in time and let's go back to my high school. I have always been studious, but I was not the workout or sports girl. I didn't enjoy any movement except dancing. But my family was restrictive and they didn't let me join any dance classes. But I danced for myself a lot, and my family was very active. My mom was active, she worked out at home and she was in good shape, and my dad as well. But I wasn't. Whenever I joined a class or a different sport, I was always pushed to participate in competitions, and that was the moment I hated it. This was one of the reasons I didn't like movement. So, as I was growing up and moving into the teenager phase, I was constantly hearing other people's comments on my body. My mom would always force me to eat less, not that extreme as you think, because she wanted me to have a beautiful body, which was never my concern. I don't remember what was my concern at some ages. Do you feel like that? Please tell me you feel this too. High school started, and my school was a very fun experience because I was in a very different atmosphere, but just for 1 year. And the next year, I changed school and went to a private school. So, school systems here in Iran are a bit different from other places, and a private school is more of a low population and from the upper level of the society. And they provide us with better education to be prepared for university entrance exam. So there were two types of girls. One, the nerd group, and the other one, girls who were always looking for boys. And I was kind of in between. I was studying, but because I couldn't have that experience of having someone else's attention and love, I loved to make friends with the second group to hear their stories and kind of feel what that life looked like. And that idea of not having that experience made me believe I'm not worthy, I'm not beautiful, or I don't deserve to be loved. And that was a very important factor in my journey. That atmosphere made me think about how can I have someone in my life? Okay, I can have a boyfriend while I'm home, so I need to get out. Then how? So the idea of leaving my parents' house was the only motive for me to study hard. And I know deep down that just seeking that lifestyle of playing around and having fun wasn't the only motive for me. There were so many other things. They didn't understand me and they were kind of doing it wrong because I felt bad, so bad about myself. When doing something wrong and making a mistake, I thought I was bad, not my choices, but me. I felt I was wrong every time and thought, okay, you can only be and live and look in the way that they say because that's the right way. But I saw other kids living and doing life differently and they looked happier than me. It was like the biggest confusion ever. So, what happened? A big tragedy. I couldn't study, focus, and doing the goddamn thing I was doing my whole life. Everyone, everything, and every piece of advice triggered me. This mad and sad attitude was my whole mood at home. I was constantly compared to other kids in our family, so you get what I mean. When I look back at that time, I kind of wish I was more relaxed and smiley at that age, or even took more pictures of myself. After the entrance exam, which didn't go well, I cried a lot. The next day, my mom signed me in a gym, and at the end of that summer, I lost about 10 kilos. Then the uni started. I had to go live in a different city. It was a small city, and the first time I entered the city, I didn't know what was waiting for me. Classes started, and I thought, wow, for the first time in my life, I am so much prettier and overall better than everyone. That was a good boost of confidence for me. But it's wrong. Confidence is not feeling I'm better than others. I made new friends, and I could be friends with whoever I wanted. That feeling was awesome. I even started talking to boys and made friends with a group of them, and my girlfriends made friends with them too. We were kind of like friends, aka my secret dream, and it came to reality. That friendships were so loving and heartful and made me feel loved, beautiful. This was a good boost for my confidence. Feeling loved by strangers and feeling accepted and understood. Things moved on. I lost 5 more kilos. At the end of the first semester, my grades were not good. They were terrible. The reason was simple. I couldn't study anymore and I was busy doing other things, going out, having fun, but no one was like me. Their grades weren't as bad as mine. I don't know what was my problem, but let me just tell you, things got worse when I got home. Long story short, I experienced the worst period of my life. I thought I lost the only ability and good thing about me. I wasn't as smart anymore. Everything I knew and gained was again labeled wrong. Once again, my whole belief system was shattered. I don't want to bore you with the bad things, but I will share what I learned. Trust yourself. No matter what condition, always trust the universe and what it's going to bring you because that's exactly what you ask for. So be careful what you wish for, and if it didn't go well, remember every discomfort becomes comfortable. If you think you need help, ask for it from people who deserve it and had shown they're there for you and support you and also know you better than you do. Accept yourself. You know, when we want to start our self love journey, we often forget about the self acceptance part, which is the most important part. So, we need to learn about ourselves. How does my body look when I'm bloated or eat salty food? When I eat too many sweets, I break out. Or I am sensitive, so I don't watch scary movies or don't hang out with negative people. It takes time, but it's a sweet journey. Once you learn about yourself and you're aware of who you are, how you are, then you can try to become better. And by better, I don't mean necessarily changing and reinventing yourself, but being comfortable with yourself. Once you accept you the way you are now, you see things differently. We judge other people because what they're doing is our fear, or we think we're better than others. Accepting yourself just the way you are helps you become aware of your fears, and then you can work on it to get better at controlling and healing. In this journey, you deeply feel more kind and loving towards others because you accept them for who they are. Put yourself first. It's easier to say yes. It's easier to agree with the group. It's easier to just be happy and don't care who bothered you. I know it's easier, but you know what's even easier than that? Sleeping with ease, without worrying about what you're gonna do or where you're gonna go tomorrow, if you're accepted in that group of friendship or not, what lies you have to tell tomorrow to keep up with others. Living life is so much easier without these things. When consciously going to places with like-minded people and choosing new friends, or saying no to that person who just cares about himself, and saying yes to yourself, being so damn proud of yourself, friends, even social followings. Every one of us is right, loved, and is just where he should be. You are not bad. You're not lacking something. We are unique because of our imperfections, and darling, our imperfections are our power. You are you.